Hi, in this video, I'm going to cover how to cut your cost per appointment by half. And I'm going to start in a bit weird way because I'm going to start with the short version. If your return on ad spend is over 3.0, that means if you are spending $1,000 on ads and your profit is more than 3,000, this video doesn't apply to you. The only thing that you need to do is just spend more on ads. Okay. Uh, if you have multiple campaigns, let's say you have three and all the tracking is correct, you have one campaign that gives you return on ad spend over 3.0, one is under 3.0, another is under 3.0. Just spend more ads on the one that is producing return on ad spend over 3.0. The other two are up to you. Some people like to run more than one, so just in case one campaign does anything that happens, you will still have a backup running. But most cases, you can uh, just spend more money. If you spend 1,000, you can get over 3.0 return on ad spend. Just increase it to 1,100. I recommend increase it by 10% daily. Okay, so the only condition is you want to make sure you have the capacity to fulfill. Okay, so for coaching programs, usually is you ask, does the coach, if you are the coach yourself, do you have the time to take on more clients? Okay, so if you are doing a group program where there's high leverage, then the answer is usually always going to be yes. Oh, I mean, everybody who comes here, there's a automated onboarding process. Then it's very easy for you to scale. But let's say if you are doing one-on-one coaching, which is my situation, then you need to ask yourself, do you have the capacity to take on more people? Right. So that's. I just want to make sure I cover everything. And if your return on ad spend is under 1.0, there's a very high chance what I'm covering in this video doesn't apply to you. Because if your return on ad spend is under 1.0, there's a very high chance you are selling to the wrong target audience. So no amount of optimization is going to turn a return on ad spend under 1 to over 3. Okay, at least it's very unlikely to happen. So if that's the situation, if it is a brand new campaign, that suggests to me that there's a high chance what you're offering, there's no product and market fit. Okay. Now, if you tell me, hey Jay, last time my return on ad spend was 3.0, 5.0, 7.0, but now my return on ad spend is under 1. That's a different conversation. And in fact, you should watch a different video. I have that on this page as well. It's called refresh your ad or reviving dead ads, something along those lines. Your ads used to be profitable, now it's not converting well. That video will address that. Okay. Now for the rest of, if your return on ad spend is between 1.0 and 3.0, then you're at the right place. This video is meant for you. Okay, so quick introduction. My name is Jay. I'm the author of the book Kiss My Ads. Still not used to saying it. Okay, so quick introduction is I've been running paid ads since 2015. As the time of me doing this video, it's exactly the 10-year mark. So I've been running ads since 2015. Since 2023, I've been running ads for coaches who are spending six figures annually on ads. Okay, so that means I know what not to do. Okay, because I learned it the hard way. And what I'm doing is I'm just sharing the lessons that I got that allows me to help my clients consistently achieve over 3.0 return on ad spend. And today, yeah, it's going to be one lesson. Right, so I'm just going to make it a very, very short and sweet. It's going to be 1 plus 3 steps to cut your cost per appointment in half. Yeah, I know CPA is cost per acquisition, but just want to be a bit pragmatic here. So just 4 steps. Okay, so first is I'll suggest is the right funnel. I have seen many situations where, especially if you're launching a new program, because I believe now, this is just my belief. I'm not sure if I'm 100% on this. I believe it is Russell Brunson that made it popular, where everybody wants to launch a webinar funnel. In fact, Russell Brunson is not the only one promoting a webinar funnel. So if you are launching a new program and you do not have an existing audience, chances are the right funnel is not a webinar is not the right funnel. Now, if you have been doing coaching for some time, you have been running ads for a while, you have been in the marketplace for a while, you know for a fact that there's product and market fit. Okay, webinar funnel might work. Okay, but if you are, let's say, under 1 year, I'll suggest, and you do not have any social media presence, you do not have a place to nurture cold traffic, I will suggest you do a VSL funnel or a call funnel. Okay, in this example, I'll be sharing metrics of a VSL funnel. All right. So that's step number one. Choose the right funnel. This is relatively easy. If you want to know if you are running the right funnel, you can use the advice just now I mentioned, or you can just click the button below, book a call with me. I don't think I need more than 10 minutes to give you a suggestion like, are you using the right funnel? Okay. Step number two. Now, assuming you have the right funnel, and if you don't know what funnel to use, if you like, hey, what's the best funnel for me to use? I will say there's no best funnel, but the one where it's the uh, the one which is least amount of things can go wrong is going to be the call funnel. If you have a bit experience, you can do the VSL funnel. I find these two to perform quite well. Okay, now that's a bonus tip. I didn't write it in my slides. So second step is going to be measuring the metrics. So once you pick a funnel, assuming the funnel is mapped out according to the best practices, what you want to do is you want to measure your metrics. Okay? And what should I measure? For a VSL funnel, actually, it's wrong. This is a VSL funnel. Okay, my mistake. For a VSL funnel, the main metric you want to track is the cost per book call. That means if this is within industry standard, or this is with this cost per book call, your return on ad spend is over 3.0. Everything else here does not matter. Okay, I'll just repeat because I think this is it was very impactful the first time I heard it, because I was measuring all of these stats. Then my mentor told me, hey, Jay, what are you doing? You're doing a lot of busy work. The most important metric we care is what is our cost per book call. So I was very, very grateful for the lesson, because when he mentioned that, immediately I was like, oh my God, I could have 80-20 everything. So yeah, if the cost per book call is, I'll just give you a industry benchmark, is below $300 and you're targeting US traffic, you're good to go. Okay. So these are secondary metrics, which is important. Here are some, I call it tertiary, I hope I'm pronouncing the word correctly, tertiary metrics, where after all of these are in place, this can give you some hints of what's going on. Okay, so these are the metrics to measure. So once you have these metrics for 1 month, 2 months of you running the ads, we can go to step number 3, which is to measure to benchmark your metrics against the industry standard. Okay, so for example, industry standard for cost per book call is 300 or below. If your cost per book call is 500, probably something is wrong, unless you are selling a coaching program with a very, very small niche, very, very, very tiny niche. But usually, so far, for the people that I spoke to, almost this doesn't happen. Okay. Right. So finally, what is going to be the last step is going to be, now that you have all the metrics, you can probably take a look which is the one that is the furthest from the industry benchmark. And now you can select that one metric to improve. So how to improve it? There'll be a lot of different ways. This is where speaking to your marketing partner will be very, very insightful. And this is what I do with clients every week, sometimes every month. We take a look at all of the metrics. We ask ourselves this question: which is the one metric we should work on? Where should we spend our attention on? Okay, so hopefully this gives you some insight on what to do to cut your cost per appointment in half. Okay, the 4 steps. Now, if you like to apply what you saw in this video, okay, to your funnel, you can check. There's going to be a link to book my calendar. It's either on this page, or if you're watching this on YouTube, you can check on my channel. Probably have some links for you to come to my site. You can book a call. Okay, check for the video description. That should be the easiest place to find it. Okay, so if you watch all the way up to here, I'd like to thank you for your attention and keep on scaling. This is Jay reminding you, paid ads ain't hard if you know. I messed up my outro. Paid ads ain't hard if you know how. Take care.